Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this very short broadcast where I want to give a shout out to every Biafran and inform you people that the bigger one is coming. The bigger thing is on the way. Shout out to everyone. From my location, as you all can see, I am coming back with earthquake. A new earthquake that will hit the zoo very, very hard. I want everyone to understand that those whose agenda is to eliminate Biafrans, they have failed. I can up nabata and ihane emekwanu zoo. Those shouting and crying about what Biafra Liberation Army have done to the zoo. I want to inform you today that your cry is just starting. The assurance I'm giving to the Biafra people is that you will never suffer what the Kaduna people are suffering. Never. Not while people like us are here. You will never suffer what the Medugris, the Borono, the Adamawa, the Katsina, Zamfara are suffering, especially the Christians there. You can never suffer that. That is what I, as a Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, are promising the entire Biafra people. I want you to understand that you can never, ever be forced into an Islamic state. The promise I'm giving to Biafra people today is that you can never be part of the Islamic state. Your freedom is here, and we will continue to deal with them. Those who think they can use gun, bullet, to force us into Islamization. We are here to say no, you can't do that. And all we need is your prayer and support, as we have done so far. We are not going to expect everybody to be part of this liberation of Biafra, but those who are part of it are those making history. As you can see, for a few days now, I've been out of my base. And ihe ganeme, the zoo and things will be happening. If they think they have seen anything now, believe me, they have not seen anything. They do not know how we hate Nigeria with passion. The hate they have on us is nothing to compare to how we hate Nigeria, because of the evil, because of the barbarism, because of the genocide that Nigeria commit against indigenous people. And of course, those who have used their power under Nigeria to commit these crimes are not even indigenous people in Nigeria. But that is by the way. We are not here to talk about individuals. Our fight is against the government. Our fight is against the Islamic State government of Nigeria. So, when they think that they know it all, we will come with a different dimension. The Chief of Defense Staff, it is you that is doing cannibalism. It is you that is killing Biafrans and harvesting their organ in OBINZE. OBINZE. In OBINZE, you have fridge and freezer where you put human parts, part of Biafrans. We have the intels. And one day, you will wake up and OBINZE will not be there again. Believe me. I swear to God, One day, you will wake up, OBINZE is gone. It is going to happen. My own is that I'm going to tell you what Biafrans will do, and they will do it. OBINZE has become the den, like the lion's den. OBINZE. A lot of atrocities are happening in OBINZE barracks. And I'm telling Biafrans today that you see that OBINZE barracks, it is going to go down very, very soon. There is no amount of security you put there that will make OBINZE not to go down. Mark my word, OBINZE will go down. OBINZE has been the base where human parts of Biafrans are being stored for further shipment to wherever they are needed. And those intels, we have them. Many people that have disappeared today, their body parts are in OBINZE barracks, cooling in freezer. And I want Biafrans to understand that the war to liberate Biafra is not a secret war, even though it has been going on secretly. But you see that OBINZE barracks, it will go down. That is where we are going to start to test, to show them what they have done to us. It's from OBINZE barracks. It can never stand. So I am telling them today, if they like, they can go and surrender the entire OBINZE barracks with whatever. It is going to go down. Mark my word, and I want you to come back to this video after today. You will come back to this video and say, I said it. I said OBINZE barrack will go down. And for Biafrans living around those areas, my advice to you is to stay away at least 2 kilometers. Always. From today, maintain your distance from OBINZE barracks. And those Biafrans that are living there, we have been calling on you to resign. Some of you that are there, you are still our enemy, because you cannot be wearing the Janjaweed and terrorist uniform and you expect us to treat you as one of us. Anything in OBINZE where this barbarism, genocide against Biafra is being planned, anything in OBINZE is the enemy. You need to live there. And we will continue to call the attention of civilians whenever things is about to happen, so that no Biafran civilian or any civilian for that matter will get hurt. We don't want to hurt any civilians. Our own is to neutralize, delegitimize, and make sure that those who comes with arms and ammunition to kill Biafrans never have the opportunity to use it. So OBINZE is the next place, or the first place, that is going to go down in Biafra land. I just want to drop this update as I am on my way and still on transit back to my base. May God bless you.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to your one and only YouTube platform, where they give the updated news and information on things where they happen for the land. Please subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. But one thing you're sure of getting here is only the confirmento matter where they happen for the land. And then without wasting much of your time today, make I go straight to the news where I carry come for you. But do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you've not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. It is very sacrosanct you do so. Without wasting much of your time, make we hear the headlines. Supreme Court showdown. Nnamdi Kanu optimistic for victory. over federal government on December 15. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been a prisoner of conscience, under the Nigerian controversial DSS detention for the past 2 years. A lot has been said, a lot has been done, but yet the controversial DSS and the Nigerian government have failed to do the needful. First of all, a court of competent jurisdiction gave a ruling in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and yet the Nigerian government failed, to obey the rule of law. They went further to take the case and decided to keep Nnamdi Kanu illegally in detention. Do not forget how Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, by the Nigerian government. A lot has been done illegally, because of this innocent man. Up to date, the reality is that Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man. Yes, until he is being proven guilty. So Nigerian government have actually, been holding an innocent man. It is so painful, that the British government have failed, to come for one of their own. I could remember Ejimako saying, to the British Prime Minister that he doesn't need a court to release a court judgment to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The British can actually intervene in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the victory that seems it is actually impossible will come as quickly as possible. But meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu's case is coming up on December 15, and the best thing we can be at this point in time is to be optimistic about the case that finally victory will come to this prisoner of conscience. So make we go straight to the point, make we go straight to the news we carry come for you. The news in detail. On Thursday, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, expressed optimism about a favorable outcome on December 15 at the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear the federal government's appeal against the appeal court's judgment that acquitted Kanu on all terrorism charges. In 2022, the appellate court deemed Kanu's abduction from Kenya to Nigeria illegal and unlawful, leading to the dismissal of the terrorism charges. The court ruled that the federal government violated both local and international laws in forcibly bringing Kanu to Nigeria, rendering the charges against him incompetent and unlawful. In a recent meeting with his legal team at the Department of State Services DSS facility in Abuja, Kanu conveyed hope for a positive outcome on December 15th. His special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, shared this information in a post. According to Ejimako, today, the lead counsel Chief Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, led my humble self and Prince Mandela on a crucial visitation with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS. Expectedly, Onyendo was well pleased with the recent stunning victory at Enugu, and he expects no less on December 15th at Supreme Court. He added a commentary expressing dissatisfaction with the treatment of certain regions, highlighting historical grievances and asserting the legitimacy of their agitation. If there is one thing I need to point out here, is the fact that despite everything that Nnamdi Kanu has been going through, there is one thing that he has actually been resolute about. There is one thing he has been unshaken, is for the freedom of his people. He keeps on clarifying that the agitators have every right, to agitate for the freedom of their people, and this is just the reality. You cannot continue to trample on innocent people and expect them, to continue to remain quiet. One day, even a weakling will come against those that is oppressing them. The oppressed will stand up and fight against those oppressing him. One day bushmeat go pursue hunter, as the case may be. And that is what that is what the indigenous people of Biafra is representing, and other agitators all over the country. This is one point that they are trying to make, and they are trying to show their legitimacy in whatever they are doing, and that is just the reality. So take it or leave it. The reality is that they have every right to agitate, because they feel that they are not being treated well. Make we go up again, make we drop another news we just enter today, and this one is talking about Simon ÉKPÁS. Simon ÉKPÁS has been on the has been on the forefront of the Biafran agitation recently. Despite all said and done, he hasn't given up on the struggle. And recently, after the comment of the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff made a comment against Simon ÉKPÁS, that he is the one inciting the issues and causing the insecurity in the southeastern part of the country. That has actually brought a lot of reaction. And Ohanaeze Ndigbo, in their normal shameless attitude, have come out to hit against Simon ÉKPÁS, revealing the easiest way to capture Simon ÉKPÁS. Make we hear the news in detail. Federal government told the easiest way to capture Simon ÉKPÁS, the Biafran agitator. The news in detail. The federal government has been told the easiest way to capture the controversial Biafran agitator Simon ÉKPÁS. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, the prominent Igbo social cultural organization, has told the federal government to utilize Nigerians and diplomatic ties with Finland to extradite ÉKPÁS, who has been accused by the military of fomenting unrest in the southeastern part of the country. We continue with the news. General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, asserted on Tuesday that ÉKPÁS, currently residing in Finland, was undermining the effort of security personnel in the southeast. Musa, speaking in the House of Representatives, stated, Simon ÉKPÁS is sabotaging our effort in the southeast, and highlighted that the agitator was utilizing Finland as a refuge. In response, the Secretary General of Ohanaeze, Ambassador Oke Emuche, expressed support for Musa's proposal in a statement made on Wednesday in the interview with Punch newspaper. Emuche emphasized the collective concern about the deteriorating security situation in the southeast, particularly following the lockdown imposed by the factional leader of the proscribed separatist group Indigenous People of Biafra. Regarding the security challenges in the southeast, Emuche remarked, so the statement yesterday at the hearing of the House of Representatives tells the story as to what we have been saying all along. It is a matter for the federal government of Nigeria to handle, as Ohanaeze or the states in the southeast are subordinate to the federal government. He further highlighted that the federal government maintains diplomatic relations with Finland, and activating this diplomatic channel is what Ohanaeze is urging. Emuche expressed satisfaction with the Chief of Defense Staff public pronouncement on the matter, stating, Ohanaeze is very pleased that the Chief of Defense Staff made a public pronouncement on the matter of Simon ÉKPÁS, and we are happy with it. And I'm saying, why won't you be happy with it? The same Ohanaeze that has actually been rebelling against his people. It is actually very shameful that Ohanaeze Ndigbo have actually, failed to do the needful for their own people. I won't say much. I want you to go to the comment section and give your own input on this matter, even as we draw the curtain to a close. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Thank you, and God bless you.